and welcome back to the HCZ Family Channel. I am outside of a coffee shop here in my city called Global Coffee. They have this amazing bagel here. It's called the El Paso Bagel. I don't know, I just crave it. So I'm gonna go get myself a bagel. I'm gonna go home and eat my bagel with you guys, drink my coffee, and give you guys all the pregnancy details. I know I haven't really shared anything, but pregnancy update is coming up. If you guys want to grab your own coffees and bagels or whatever you want to grab so you can eat with me, go ahead and do so because I'm gonna give you guys all the pregnancy chisme. All right, be right back. All right, so I ended up going to Starbucks because I couldn't decide what to get. So good. Oh my god, I forgot my vitamins. I'm gonna go get my vitamins.
A few moments later.
I am solo today. My husband is at work and I dropped off the kids already at their preschool, so I'm pretty much by myself, and we have a super busy week ahead, so I wanted to just take the time to do this. I did post a sticker in my stories to see what questions you guys had as far as the pregnancy, because like I really have not updated you guys like at all, like on my Instagram, on my Facebook, on YouTube, like anywhere. Like you guys have no idea what's going on with the pregnancy or anything like that. And I did get a couple of questions, so I will be answering those questions while I eat my delicious bagel con salsa cholula and my cafecito from Starbucks. Honestly, like you can't go wrong with this bagel. It is delicious, my friends. So good. Honestly, the salsa cholula gives it like the perfect kick, like spicy kick. So question number one, and one that we got a lot was, what's your due date? So because I didn't have a period before I got pregnant, it's very hard to pinpoint like what's like my exact due date. Every time I go, it's like, oh no, you're further along, or you're less along. So it's really hard to pinpoint a date. And to be quite honest, like I don't want to give an exact date. I've gone through this already 4 times through the birth, and people that know my due date, like they ask me like during the due date time frame, is the baby here yet? Is the baby here yet? And sometimes like it doesn't really allow me, I guess, to like enjoy those last few days, because I start feeling pressured to update like, well no, but I'm having contractions, or no, I'm having this, I'm having that, and then it just doesn't make it really enjoyable. So I am not gonna give an exact date, but I will say that my due date is mid to end of October. In the month of October, the middle to the end of October. So question number 2 says, do you want to have a girl or a boy? I'm gonna give a bite of my bagel to answer this question. This bagel, I'm not kidding you guys, it's like perfect. So backstory, and I think I've said this story before, but I always wanted a sister, and I never had a sister. Like I had a brother, and we had an amazing time together, an amazing childhood. We have a really nice time, right? But there's things that I always wanted to do with a sister, like I don't know, go on coffee dates, or like my kids to have a tia, be close. Like I never had that. One of my dreams was like to have a daughter to share that with as we grow up. But then after that, my dream was, but what about when I'm gone? Like I want my daughter to have that sister, that companion. And so Valentina got her sister Regina. I myself, I would love to have another girl. I have 3 girls, like they're just gonna be besties forever. Like they're always gonna have each other to rely on. It's gonna be like a little clan. I don't know, like I myself, I'm like, I have my groups of friends from work, from school, from like my childhood. I still have 2 best friends from my childhood, Raquel and Laura. They're actually in the video of how I announced. They were like, I think they were like the last ones, but they've been my besties since we were little. Like we were like 3, 4, 5 years old, I want to say. We have pictures from back then, and I don't know, like just having them too just made me realize like these are the sisters that I always wanted. I guess I don't want to sound like ungrateful, right? But I'll be super honest, I have always dreamed of having 3 girls. I do want another girl. So this baby, like I said, if it's a boy or it's a girl, like I am just super blessed. I am so excited. But again, if I were to be given the choice, I do want another little girl. So this one's not a question, but this one says, I loved your video, currently trying to conceive for baby number 2, and I saw my journey in it. And I really love this comment. Like I said, it's not a question, but for those of you watching that are currently in your trying to conceive journey, whether it be for baby number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, like I was, like I just want to say again, like never be discouraged. Pray about it. Pray to God. Ask him. Only God knows the best timings. Like I always say, I am here. You guys know how to contact me, family page or on my Instagram. Like really anything, I'm here, girls. Another question says, is this tiebreaker baby the last? And I think we've spoken about this. Like we don't want to leave it up to us to like decide. We always want to leave it up to God to lead the way. And as far as myself, I would love more babies, but again, it's up to God. All right, so here's another question. This one says, what did you do different this time to be able to get pregnant? This time around, when I got pregnant, I was going through like I was in the middle of like a health journey. Like I mentioned in our trying to conceive video, in January, like I got sick a couple times and I ended up having a procedure done. And so I was, I guess, in the middle of like a change. January episodes that I had, the medical episodes, really led me to just make a complete change in lifestyle. When this whole thing happened in January, it kind of like dawned on me that all I have is my health, and my children, all that they have is me. And so at that moment I said, you know what, like there needs to be a drastic change in health. Like I cannot put up with this anymore. I was just super strict about it, and I want to say that that's what helped me get pregnant, because this happened in January, this whole medical thing, and then about 2 weeks, 3 weeks later was when I found out that I was pregnant. So I mean, I was trying since September, and until I made this change was when I got pregnant. So I want to say that the reason I got pregnant this time was because I completely changed my diet. I completely changed my lifestyle. That's my theory. Cafecito, cheers. For the next question, will you find out the gender this time? Yeah, and I got a lot of those questions. So we will not find out the gender this time. We will do like a gender predictions vlog later on, like old wives tales and stuff like that, but no, we're not gonna find out the gender. With the first 3 I did find out. We did like a gender reveal party for the first 2, and then for my 3rd we couldn't do a gender reveal party because it was like during COVID, so it was just like with the family. But I'll be honest, like when I had baby number 4, just the thought of like doing a gender reveal party or doing like a gender reveal, even if it was intimate, like it's gonna sound like I'm lazy or something, but I don't know, like I didn't want to know. I was over it. I was over gender reveal parties, gender reveal, finding out. I don't know, I'm just too lazy for it. It's too much. And now I have the added experience of not finding out with baby number 4. It was just so beautiful, so emotional, and just remembering my husband, you know, being the one to tell me it's a girl. Oh my god, it was, I couldn't describe it. There's no words for it. The only word I can think of is like, it was magical. It was beautiful. It's just a beautiful feeling. Like the surprise, it's very intimate. Like we're the first ones that find out. I just love it. So no, in short, no, we're not finding out if it's a boy or a girl. We're gonna wait until the birth. Another question, do you guys have baby names? So we actually do have a couple of baby names. We're still undecided on what is the baby name. What we do know is that if it's a girl, we want the name to end with Ina, because we have a Valentina, we have a Regina, and we want the 3rd girl, if it's a girl, to have an Ina, like an ending with Ina name. If you guys know names that end with Ina, like send them our way, because we still haven't decided, but we know for a girl we want that the first name ends with Ina. And for a boy, we do have a couple of names lined up too. there's no like specific like it has to end with this or it has to start with this, so it gives us a little bit more freedom. But yes, we do have a couple of baby names. We will be sharing them probably in another vlog once we kind of decide. This was a super good question. Are you still breastfeeding? So yes, I actually am still breastfeeding, guys. I'll be honest, I do not know if milk is coming out at this point, but my daughter, yes, she still breastfeeds. At the beginning of the pregnancy though, I would have cramps, a lot of cramps when I would breastfeed my daughter, and they ended up easing up. I think because she's not drinking as much breast milk, I will say that. Like sometimes it's like every other day, and sometimes she goes days and she doesn't breastfeed for days. I'm just very, very happy because one of my dreams as a mom was to tandem nurse, and that's still one of my dreams. Obviously, like if my daughter, I don't know, weans on her own from now until I have the baby, like I want to leave it up to her. At the end of the day, it's up to my daughter. If it's possible, then it'll happen. If it's not, like if my daughter does decide not to nurse anymore, or like if I end up having complications and the doctor tells me, you know what, like you have to stop, like this is gonna be an issue, then that's fine. Like I can live with that. But in short, yes, I am still breastfeeding, and up until further notice. So these are all the questions that I had for this sticker. Again, some of them were like in message, but they're like practically the same questions that I already answered. But if you guys have any other questions that you guys want to ask us, we will be doing another one of these sit downs. Hopefully for the next one my husband is here so he can answer some questions. We are just so excited for baby number 5. Here is the bump. I think the last time I showed you guys the bump was like, I think at the last video, I don't even remember, but here is the bump. Thank you guys for having breakfast with me. Again, my breakfast was from Global Coffee. I'm probably gonna go grab another one of those bagels because they are so delicious. And my coffee from Starbucks. This is the, what did I get? The iced blonde vanilla latte. Oh yes, and I make like specific customizations, so bien payasa. But thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. Much love to you guys. Until next time.